Welcome to another exciting episode of Bites of Digital Adventures, brought to you by me, Data Girl, and my friends. Join us as we dive into a new adventure filled with valuable lessons and fun discoveries. Together, we can make the digital world a safer place for everyone.
This story is called May and the Town of Free Apps. Once upon a time, there was a curious girl named May. May loved exploring the forest near her home, where she would spend hours discovering new plants, animals, and hidden paths. One day, while wandering through the forest, May spotted a beautiful, shiny berry she had never seen before. Curious, she picked it and took a bite. Suddenly, May began to shrink. She shrank smaller and smaller until she was no bigger than a butterfly. As she looked around in amazement, she noticed a tiny hidden town inside a patch of flowers. The sign at the entrance read, "Welcome to the Town of Free Apps." Excited to get lots of free stuff, May ran towards the town. Free stuff is always cool, she thought. She was about to grab as many apps as she could when a friendly gnome named Gizmo appeared and stopped her. "Hello, welcome to our town," Gizmo said with a twinkle in his eye. "The apps here are only free if you can pass a series of challenges. Each app has its own set of challenges that you must complete to understand how they work." May's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Challenges? That sounds fun. Let's get started." Challenge 1 was the House of Permissions. Gizmo led May to the first house shaped like a giant smartphone. To earn this app, you need to check what permissions it asks for, like access to your camera or contacts. Always check these with an adult to make sure the app isn't asking for too much. Inside, May saw a list of permissions the app was requesting. She carefully read each one and asked Gizmo, "Why does this game need access to my camera?" Gizmo explained, "Some apps want things they don't really need. It's important to understand what they are asking for. If it doesn't make sense, it's best to say no." May successfully completed the challenge by turning off unnecessary permissions. Next, they moved to the House of Privacy Policies. Inside, there were scrolls and books filled with tiny writing. Here, you need to read the app's privacy policy to see what info it collects and how it uses it. "Always read this with an adult," Gizmo explained. May picked up a scroll and read through the privacy policy, asking Gizmo to help when she didn't understand. She learned that the app collected her name, age, and what she did when she was online. "Why do they need all this information?" she asked. Gizmo replied, "Apps collect your info, called data, to get better and sometimes to show you ads. It's important to know what data they collect and how they use it." May passed the challenge by understanding the privacy policy and talking about it with Gizmo. They then got to the House of Ads, where the walls were covered with colourful posters. "Free apps often show ads to make money," Gizmo said. "These ads can be based on the info the app collects about you. Notice if the ads seem to know what you like." May observed the ads and noticed they were all about things she liked, like toys and games. "So the app uses my data to show me these ads?" she asked. "Exactly," Gizmo nodded. May completed the challenge by understanding the connection between data and ads. The final challenge was the House of Data Sharing, where maps and charts showed how her info travels once it is collected. "Some apps share your data with other companies. Check the app settings and turn it off whenever you can," Gizmo advised. May checked and turned off data sharing options. "Why do apps share my data with other companies?" she asked. Gizmo explained, "Apps share data to make money or to get better. It's important to control who has access to your information." May passed the challenge by protecting her data from being shared. After passing all the challenges, May felt much wiser. "Thank you, Gizmo. I've learned so much about how free apps work and how to stay safe." Gizmo smiled. "Remember, May, always check with an adult before using a new app. Do you want any more apps?" May looked around the town and realized she was quite happy with just one app instead of taking as many as she wanted before. Doing all of those challenges for each app was a lot of work. With a wave and a smile, she left the town of free apps. Once she left town, she grew to her normal size again and continued exploring the forest. She couldn't wait to tell her parents and friends about everything she had learned.
Thank you for joining us on this digital adventure. Remember to stay curious and keep learning. For more stories and educational materials, visit www.data-girl-and-friends.com.